was in the 5th grade, I had a seizure, so I went to the hospital. I remember that day clearly because I was at my dad's place and I was in the shower and I just fell. Seizures are very scary. And as I woke up, I remember seeing my mom and dad there. And the first thing I remember asking was what happened. And, you know, they would run a lot of tests because epilepsy does not run in my family at all. And so my mom and dad were just like demanding, like, how is this possible? How would she get it? How can we help? Epilepsy can be caused from stress too, and I asked them, is she under a lot of stress? My stepmom. And so I believe my dad had a talk with my stepmom telling her just to take it easy on me and stuff. And she did, like she literally did for about a week. And then she just went back to her old ways. The last time I saw her was in middle school. I think I was in 6th or 7th grade. I was in my room with my stepsister. And my dad wasn't there or something. He just left and then my stepmom arrived from her work. My stepsister and I, we were in my room, I think listening to some music, and then I heard my stepmom's heels walking towards my room and I got scared because usually that's not a good signal. She opened the door and demanded my phone that she gave me for Christmas or something back. And so I did, not knowing what trouble or what I'd done this time, and she looked at me and told me that I had been texting way too much. And that she was going to talk to my dad because at the time I was dating someone and I admit I was texting too much and always talking about stuff I shouldn't at that age, but I did either way. And yeah, stepmom told my stepsister to go back to her room, and so she did. And the stepmom looked at me and told me that she read my diary again. And she left and told me I was grounded. And obviously before she told me that, oh my gosh, she like put more salt into the wound. She told me that I was pathetic. I am worthless. I am ugly. I'm not worthy to be loved from this guy I was dating. So that was the final straw for me. I remember going into a corner in my room and just crying my eyes out. And it literally felt like minutes, but my dad came back home and asked me what's wrong. And I was just crying and crying hysterically. And I basically told him that I wanted to go home. And this wasn't home at all. I was begging him to go home. And then he did let me go home. He told me to pack my things, and I did, and he told me to pack my things, and I did, and we were in the car and on the way back to my mom's place. On the ride over there was nothing said, and I was just crying and crying. Well, I basically told my dad I was terrified because I didn't want to have another seizure in that house again. And yeah, he didn't say anything. My mom was surprised when we went to her place because she was working the next day. So. best way I can show you my artwork. I'm still working on it, but got it, the other 2 eyes done, so kind of like a galaxy effect type deal. My name is Ruth, and I am a victim of emotional abuse. It was not easy going through that, especially because at the same time when I was going through that, I was also going through the other thing, and it was tough on me. And it took me a long time for me to recover and believe that, and make myself believe that I wasn't any of those things my stepmom told me, that I'm ugly, I'm worthless, I'm fat and baby and weak and stuff. I haven't seen her till this day. I got out of that house, and I know that my dad has done everything that he is to protect me, and I know that he feels bad for not protecting me from her. And I love my dad. I'm just putting that out there. I love my dad dearly, and I know it was hard on him like it was hard on me in different ways, and I know he tried to help me, and he did after the final straw, I guess. And and you know, going through emotional abuse is not fun at all. I think it's worse than physical abuse, honestly, because you actually believe that person. Like, I believe my stepmom, and she definitely lowered my confidence and how the way I look at myself. And even today, sometimes when people tell me to act a certain way or do, or ex-boyfriends and stuff, it triggers me a little bit because it hurts a lot, because a lot of them haven't been through emotional abuse, and they just will never understand until you've been through it, and so it's difficult for me. So, like, not to bring it up, but when I was going through emotional abuse with my stepmom, I don't know if it'll call it coincidence or not, but that's when I discovered Blackville Brides. And their song saved me, because I was just going through so much with my stepmom and believing everything she told me. And then they came along with their lyrics and telling them, we're here for the outcast, the ones that are not understood. They gave me hope and strength so much, and especially when their 3rd album came out. And then when the first time I listened to their song, I lost their song, Lost It All. I was crying harder than this, but I don't know, it's like that song is just, we all fall down sometimes, and that's okay. You don't have to rise up and be the cheery self. You have every right to be miserable and sad at that moment. And I never understood that, because I was always told from my stepmom, stop being a baby, suck it up, move on with life. You don't need to cry. Crying is just crying is weakness. That was literally burned into my mind for the longest time, and here I am crying out to you guys. So if you didn't get the title, it's because I felt like Cinderella. My evil stepmom and my stepsister. Don't get me wrong, my stepsister and I did have a good time. For most of the time, I felt like she was my stepmom's minion, spying on me. So I know this video is different, and I don't know how this is going to turn out. This might be a 2-part video or something, because I don't know how much I can edit it down from this video, but this is my work. I like doing eyes because, you know, it's a saying, the eyes are the gateway to your soul or something, and so these are my eyes. And chose these colors because I usually like these color combination, and yes, and so yeah, I'm crying. So, long story short, I was a victim of emotional abuse, but I'm happy to get out of the situation and where I am today, because I teach at elementary school with beautiful students who are talented, and I have friends, close friends, who do know about this, who care for me. And I have two amazing parents who take care of me. My mom is an independent, strong woman, and my dad, I know he's made mistakes, but he has taken great care of me. And I don't hate him for the mistakes that he's done. And I had the choice to either hang on to this hatred for my stepmom and just hate her for the rest of my life. But I did not want to do that because I couldn't do it. I didn't want to live in hatred. And so I did the big thing and forgave her for everything she's done to me. And I didn't tell her in front of her face, and I don't know if she'll ever know this, but I do forgive you, V. I do forgive you, V, for everything you've done to me. So, yes. I'm not really quite sure how to end this video. This is kind of a deep video, and I do apologize for it being long. But please subscribe to my channel if you haven't. All my social media links are below, and if you like more of this story time type video, please let me know, because I definitely have a few of them. So, anyway, I love you guys so much. Thank you for those who have been there from the start, and my new subscribers too. Thank you so much for just being there and listening to this long ass video. So, I love you guys, and I'll see you guys next time.